Namaste. Welcome. Welcome to another little piece of paradise. This time I'm in a nature reserve, but this is a small little nature reserve in the middle of the city. So here in Utrecht, to the side of the Park, they decided to leave the nature completely wild. So I have come here today to honor the call of the wild and to invite you to join me. So if you listen carefully, you might hear birds, bees, ducks, yeah. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable for today's practice, the next episode of Yoga Vigilante outdoor practices. Earth flow. Beautiful. If you'd like to have your mat just facing me, that's fine. No need to turn it this way today. I'll keep mine like this just for the sake of being able to demonstrate clearly. So just facing me, coming to the front of your mat and separating your feet. Not too wide, just wide enough so that you feel grounded, right? Spreading the legs a little bit wider and really rooting the feet to the ground, this helps us to really feel the earth's power and the earth, the stability, the ground, carrying us, supporting us. So let's sit into it, and then let's turn the hands and have them facing towards the earth. Really sitting as a way of dropping down, as a way of dropping out of the overactive mind and returning to the earth. Close the eyes for a moment with the hands facing down, and let's just balance in-flowing and out-flowing breath. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And again, nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Opening the eyes, and as you stretch the leg, let the arms just float up, but not too high. In fact, our focus is the downward movement of energy, connection to the earth, the grounding, the dropping down. We're going to do this movement together slowly. So I invite you to do this movement together with me. Let's find the same rhythm. And here, during this pressing down, I feel some resistance, as if pressing one of those plastic balls that we swim with, like swimming pool balls, those ones that you blow up, and you try to press it under the water, and there's some resistance, right? So feel this energetic connection, the rooting, the stabilizing, the density, right? So that we're not moving with too much ease. We're not going to flap around too much, but we're inviting that feeling of density. Yeah, the grounding. Now keep moving with me. I just want to say, for those of you who follow my work and are interested in Shanti flow, this is not Shanti flow. I just want to make that clear. Shanti flow is the way that I name and offer the lunar teachings, which are the very soft and very gentle flow practice with a certain yin quality. Yeah? So this today is an earth practice, but this is a more powerful practice. This is a solar practice. So there are different ways to relate to the earth element. And today, in this grounding practice, we are also igniting. We are inviting the strength that the earth offers when we connect, when we come home, when we ground down, that we are invigorated by the mother, by the earth, that we are nourished, energized, supported, carried, right? So gently we will just move into this awakening of the earth warrior. So I'm going to come and stand at the front of the mat like you are, but I'm going to be here, and I'll join you again, arms flowing up, arms flowing down. Keep the knees soft. Don't lock the knees. Last time. In. Hands onto the knees. And as you bend the knees, press the thighs away off of the heart, forward. Let's do some cleansing breath. For today's practice, I have belts. It's optional. And if you don't have a yoga belt, you could use a scarf. Yeah, any, piece of cloth will be fine. Just want to say that before we get too deeply into it. So if you want to just grab something, a yoga belt or a scarf, this could be a moment to do it and just have it nearby. So I'm sitting into this position, I'm offering the heart forward. And then I'm going to lift the belly really round the back. And bring the chin to the chest. So as I offer the heart forward, I breathe in. And here we go. Now from the nose, breathe in. And again. Breathe in. One more. Breathe in. Folding in, cleansing. And slowly hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Just gently pressing the heels to the earth one at a time in downward facing dog. Kind of walking the dog and feeling that beautiful extension of the back of your legs. We do need to open the back of the legs for this class. Hamstrings. And of course, downward dog also an offering of the heart to the earth and rooting of the hands. You feel that opening of the shoulders and lengthening of the side body. Keep the breath flowing, keep the breath balanced. All right. Bring the feet together, and from there, I'll lift the right leg up and open the right hip, right? Opening the right hip. So we are diving into one-legged dog. We are opening the hip. Diving into it. Take a last breath in. Step forward. Lunge. So you're going to twist to the right. Left hand on the floor. Right arm opening up. There's your twist. Nice. Now just keep rooting down the left hand. Reaching through the back heel. Spread energy across the chest. Out of both arms. Connecting earth and sky. Take a deep breath in. And hands to the floor. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. High plank. A stable grounding through the arms. Knees to the floor. And I'm going into the cat, which is really fingertips. And as I keep the toes curled under, I get the bum dropping onto the ankles. I'm high on the fingertips, dropping the heart through. Feeling that shoulder opening. Yeah. Nice last deep breath in, last deep breath out. Really bowing to the earth here. And high plank. And then root the hands to send the hips up and back. And feel this bowing, offering the heart to the earth. Feet together. Left leg reaches up. Left hip opening. Dive in. Balance the breath. Take a last breath in. Step forward. And we're twisting the other way. Right hand on the floor. Reach through the back knee, reach through the back heel. Root to the floor with the right hand. And then feel this energy radiating across the chest and out of the left hand. Take a nice deep breath in. And downward facing dog. High plank. Yep. Stable. Rooting to the earth. Gently igniting the core. Knees to the floor, high on the fingertips. As I flow into the cat, I take a deep breath out. I stay in the cat, high on the fingertips, toes curled under. Feel that opening of the chest. And again, high plank. Downward dog. Let's stay in downward dog and let's really bow to the earth. Really honor this grounding that downward dog gives us. 2 hands and 2 feet on the earth. Very grounding. The heart, the head bowing to the earth. Feel the earth's energy entering into your body from the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. Draw the earth's nourishment into your body on the in-breath. And then release tension, anxiety into the earth on the out-breath. And again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly walk to the front of the mat. When you get to the front of the mat, let's move into squat. Now, I'll face you for this. When moving into squat, let's just allow the heels to come off the floor. And then let's have the fingertips on the floor. Really like a frog. I even bring the heels towards each other. Let the knees open. Fingertips on the floor. Heart offering forward, right? So it's a coiling breath, it's a cleansing breath. It's a kind of lion's breath, right? So as I root the fingers to the floor, I coil through the belly and round the back, breathe in. Then I offer, breathe out. You got it? I'll turn sideways so you can see the shape of the body. Here's the coiling. Breathe in. Offer, breathe out. Coil, breathe in. Cleansing, breathe out. Coil, breathe in. Cleansing, breathe out. Wow. Slowly, just stretch the knees. Not that they have to be locked, the knees can be soft. We're hanging forward. We're going to hold the elbows. You just bow to the earth. Softening, hanging forward and gently feeling the hamstrings, back of the legs opening as we just allow gravity to do the work for us. Release the hands, heart forward, bend the knees, arms reach back. I'm bending the knees, reaching back with the hands, but looking forward with the heart. This will really fire up the legs. Try to get the navel, the belly off the thighs. Don't collapse. Keep the belly support. Breathe. And then press the floor away, rooting. And feel this rising energy. And then let it settle. Let it flow through you. Let it ground you. Bring you back down. We'll do it on the breath. So through the nose, in breath. And from the throat. So when the hands float down, we sit. So I stretch up, breathe in. Sit, breathe out. Sit up, breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely. Gently stretch the legs, bring the hands to the heart. Now stand like a warrior, the earth warrior, right? All warriors are connected to the earth, right? It's a feeling of being grounded. So just feel the feet rooting, and then from there, like a mountain, just rising away from the earth. Hands pressed together, shoulders back, chest empowered. And then allow yourself to see and to connect to the space around you. Allow yourself to hear, receive into the ears. Take a nice deep breath in. And bow the head to the heart. Good. Gently coming out of it, I'd like to ask you to bring your hands one on top of the other on your belly, so you really stay connected to your center, to your hara. While you breathe, and just watch. I'm going to demonstrate the next movement, which will be in First Warrior, really grounding into the front leg, but offering the heart forward and then flowing into the forward bend with the arms sweeping up behind like a bird, the feathers behind, bowing into it. When I come up, I don't stretch the leg, but I keep the leg bent and really feel the thigh kind of firing up. Let's do that. Left leg stepping back into First Warrior, foot and leg position, hip position. And just feel this rising and filling as you breathe in. And as you press down, offer the heart, fold into it, arms flowing up and over behind you. When you come up, keep the front knee bent, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Arms to the floor, fingertips. Drop the back knee. Release the back toes. Offer the heart forward. Take a moment to open the heart to the sky, drinking the light. Breathe in. And then as we extend the front leg, we just bow to the earth. Deeper into it. Take a deep breath in. And bowing deeper, deep breath out. Traveling forward. Gently come up. Arms sweep forward and up. I receive and I let it flow down, grounding me. I connect to the earth. Yeah, one more time on the breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. So if you have your hands on your front knee, thigh, and you're offering the heart, the hips forward and then hips traveling back, just enjoy repeating this movement as a way of softening and opening the hips and the hamstrings and the front gate of the left hip while I demonstrate. So I will just demonstrate, and once you've seen it, it'll be easier for you. So I'm going forward onto the knee. You can keep doing the last exercise that I showed while I demonstrate. So here, I'm on the back knee. I allow the front knee to fall open. I open the heart, roots to the floor. Yeah, feel that opening. Then I stretch the back knee, keep the toes curled under. I reach under, but I'm not stretching the front knee. The knee remains bent. As I reach under, I do come on the toes of the back foot. I coil into the belly and reach. So as I drop the knee, this will be breathing in. Knee comes off. Reach through. You can come high on the toe of the back foot. Yeah? You want to try it? All right, let's go. Left hand on the floor. Your front foot can dial out a little, the knee fall out a little, deep into the hips. Don't collapse into the left shoulder, but root away and then feel that opening. And now, as you lift the back knee, reach through the back heel, you can come on the toes of the back foot and reach under, but keep the front knee bent. All right, let's go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Yeah, let's keep it slow. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe. Oh, one more time. Breathe in. And I bow in. Hands to the floor. Both of them are on the inside of the front leg. Let's try to reach the back heel away, reach through the back knee. If this is too much for you, you keep the back knee on the floor. So that is an option which makes it lighter. And these are like push-ups. I'm looking past the front foot and I push down, breathe out. Push up, breathe in. Like listening to the earth, breathe out. Breathe in. Listening to the earth. Breathe out. Coming up. Good. Look forward so you can see me. I'm bringing the left hand a bit closer now. The right foot, which is your front foot, sneaks past the left leg this way, into Wild Thing. Right? So my weight will be on my right hand as I'm moving into Wild Thing. Lift the hips. Open the heart. Take a nice deep breath in. And hands to the floor, downward. Facing. Once again, that bowing into the earth. Cleanse yourself with the deep breathing. High plank. Feel the power of plank. Take a deep breath in. Knees to the floor, fingertips into the cat on a deep exhale. Elbow plank, very close to the earth on the elbows here. Really feeling your weight pressing into the earth. Also try to root the hands. So even my fingers are interlaced, but I press them down into the earth. Really calling upon the earth's power. Deep breath in. And down. Good. Arms reach back. I'm going to keep my heart up here. Keep my heart up. And I reach the arms back. Shoulders roll back. Hands reach back. Stretch the legs, reach through the knees, reach through the legs, but keep the tops of the feet rooting to the earth. Now, as my arms sweep sideways and forward, I bring them into prayer pose above my head. I need to bend my elbows for this. Most people, I think, will. I do bow the head, not to touch the floor. My head is above the floor. I try to keep my hands high, like higher than my head. Again, I sweep back the arms, reach through the fingers, draw the shoulders back, breathe in. And then the sweep forward into prayer pose with the head bowing down. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And hands to the floor, ready for the pressing up into Cobra, but we're not going to press up into Cobra, we just get the hands ready, and then I get the forehead onto the floor. So with the forehead on the floor, the feeling is like releasing tension here from the head, from the part of us that thinks and tries to figure everything out in our heads. Release that, give it back to the earth. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And we're moving into Cobra. I'm pressing the floor away as I move into Cobra. Yes, the Cobra is a snake. Snake lives on its belly. It's a very rooted animal. The whole body is a foot. All right. And let's just open that belly and get some sun on it, even if it's just sun that you have to imagine, or if it's evening time, you can imagine that you're getting some moonlight onto your belly and your heart. Breathe in. Slow down and curl the toes under. Ready for downward facing dog. Rooting. Deepening, 2, 3, Good, feet together. And gently walk forward. Okay, feet as wide as your hips. Bend the knees. Offer the heart forward. Reach the hands back. And now keep offering the heart forward in this deep sitting position. But lift the belly so you're not collapsing. Lift the belly. Firing up the warrior's legs. Stay here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All the way up. In. And just feel how it settles as you sit into it on the exhale. So this is breathing in, stretch up. Sit into it, breathe out. And again, breathe in. Good. Press the floor away, reach up. Hands flow through the heart. Interlace the fingers behind you. And as you soften the knees, offer the heart forward, flowing into this waterfall. Forward bend, the waterfall bows to the earth, offers itself to the earth. 3, 4, 5. Hands to the floor as the right leg steps back. And then immediately move into this bowing into this forward bend with the arms flowing up behind you. Lift the belly to come up. Keep the front leg deeply bent into that warrior, earth warrior, powerful legs. And again, I offer the heart. Arms sweep up behind me. I bow into it. Repeating. Breathe in. Breathe out. Oops. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Deep into it. Breathe out. Hands to the floor. Drop the back knee. Hips forward. Offer the belly. Offer the heart. Releasing here, opening up to the sky for a moment. Breathe in. Folding over the front leg in Ardha Hanumanasana. I use my fingertips rather than the flat hand. Stretch through the side body. Offer the heart. Bow the head to the leg, to the earth. Deepening, take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Traveling forward, coming up, and again I collect, and I receive, and I just let it flow through me and ground. And again, one more time, deep breath in, and deep breath out. So it's going to be the right hand on the floor. Forward with the hips. Let this knee, which is your left knee, fall open. And I keep the back toes curled under till they're ready. So here I'm opening. And then as I stretch the back knee, keep the toes curled under. reaching under, I can come under the toes of the back foot, coil the belly, reach under, but do not stretch the front leg. All right, here we go, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Deep, long out breath. Deep breath in. Deep, long out breath. Last time. Deep breath in. Collect it, folding in. And lower the back knee. Hands on the floor, on the inside of the front leg. So both hands are on the right side of the leg. I curl the toes under, I reach through the back heel, and if it's too much for you, you keep the back knee on the floor. I'm looking past the front leg, listening to the earth with the right ear. I breathe out. Come up, breathe in. I breathe out. Breathe in. I breathe out. And I'm up. Look forward so you can see me. Bring the right hand closer. So left leg, which is your front leg, sneaks across into wild thing on the left hand. Lift the hips. Open the heart. Get deep breath in. Hand to the floor. Downward facing dog. Deep. High plank. Feel the earth's power through the hands into the arms. Deep breath in. Down cat. Fingertips. Breathe out. Elbow plank. Interlace the fingers, root the hands to the floor. Deep breath in and down. Arms reach back, and this time interlace the fingers. Lift yourself away. Reach through the legs, root the tops of the feet. Nice, like a crocodile. Just breathe. Last breath in. Hands to the floor. We bow our heads to the earth. Now, as you're lying on the floor and as you're breathing, really feel how you cleanse yourself each time you breathe out. Together, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Prepare for Cobra. Maybe hands can come closer this time. Rooting the hands, reaching through the legs, shoulders back, heart opening, opening the belly and the heart and the throat and the third eye to the sun or to the moon if it is evening. Take a deep breath in. And hands and knees. Take a moment on the hands and knees to round the back like a cat. curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Deepening the downward facing dog. Deepening the downward facing dog, really rooting in through the hands, through the legs. Cleanse yourself each time you breathe out. Okay, when you're ready, let's come back to squat again. Hands walking back to the feet. And squatting is such a wonderfully grounding pose. I mean, 2 feet on the floor and the pelvis is lowering really close to the earth. As I'm pressing the knees away, I'm lifting the heart out of the squats. And just feel this groundedness and be aware of the space around you, listening. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. Hands to the floor. Stretch the legs. Or lengthen them. They don't have to be locked. They don't have to be stretched completely. So, you're going to bend. You can look forward if you want. Get your elbows on your knees and sit like this and just look forward. Then you can actually see me. So what happens is when you bend your right leg, so I'll do left, but when you bend your right leg, you have your right hand on the floor. You stretch the left leg and open up. All right, so let's go. Bending your right leg, keeping your right hand on the floor. I'm using fingertips. And if you can't reach the floor, you're having a hand on some object, block, whatever you've got. Now let's start looking at the earth, because it is an earth practice. So looking at the earth, I feel I'm pressing the earth away and then reaching through the top arm. Now the top arm reaches behind the back. You either just rest it on your sacrum, or if you can catch the thigh, see? So this is what you're going to have your left arm reaching behind your back to catch your right thigh. And it pulls the chest open. I'm still looking down, rooting to the ground. And then I close my eyes and I just open my face to the sky, but all the time stay connected with your awareness to the contact you have with your own body and the contact you have with the earth. Breathe, balance, in-flowing and out-flowing breath. Gently come down. All right, good. My feet are comfortably wide, and for this you might want them even wider. So when my fingertips are on the floor like this, they're really in between the feet. I bend the knees, I offer the heart forward. Yeah. I'll turn sideways so you can see this. As I walk the hands through the legs, I kind of pull myself through. My shoulders are going through the legs. See, my knees are soft. And then I take the hands forward and I offer the heart forward. Let's do it on the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slow breathing in. Slow breathing out. Slow breathing in. Slow breathing out. Fingertips heart forward. I'm going to turn to you again. And we're ready for the other side. So you're going to have your left leg bending, your left hand fingertips on the floor, your right leg stretching. As you reach up, keep rooting to the earth. Keep looking to the earth as you press the earth away and then reach through the chest and the other arm to the sky. Reach behind the back to try to catch the thigh if you can. And close the eyes. Just open the chest, the face to the sky, but keep the awareness to the contact you have with your body and to the contact you have with the earth. Listen. Breathe. And slowly come out of it. Once again, feet are comfortably wide, perhaps even wider. Fingertips, I do bend the knees and offer the heart forward. And folding from the hip crease, folding into it. Hands move through, forward, bend. And again, heart forward on the in-breath, fingertips. Fold through on the out-breath. Walk the hands through, fold through, breathing out. I'll do it with you one more time. Breathe in. Fold through, this time stay deep into it. And when you're in it, really deeply, feel the shoulders hugging you. Feel the knees hugging the shoulders. That's what I meant to say. Feel the knees hugging the body. There's a squeezing in. Nice. And we're going into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, we just deepen. Feel that bowing to the earth, the opening of the front body, chest. Feet together. Right leg reaches up, right hip opens in one-legged dog. And steps forward. Drop the back heel and gently come up. Arms reach up and I get one hand on top of the other, and I get the hands onto, the nape of my neck. Try to keep the elbows towards each other. Don't let the elbows separate, keep the elbows towards each other. Deep into those warrior legs. And then moving into a heart opener where you're falling, into the hands, like you're falling into a pillow. Breathe. Last breath in. And release it. Catch the hands behind the body, interlace the fingers. Offer the heart forward, bow deep into the forward bend, 2. Keep the front knee bent, 3. Hold. Hands to the floor. The front leg sneaks across into Wild Thing, so right foot sneaks across the left, taking me into Wild Thing. Hips rising, heart opening. Hand to the floor, downward facing dog, deep. And then it is your right knee It comes to the nose, coil in, stay, high on the toes, coiling in, and reach it up, reach it up, reach it up, open that hip, one more time, dive in, one-legged dog, right leg up, right hip open, dive in, and step forward. Nice lunge. So, left hand on the floor. Now the front foot, the toes can dial out a little bit, like say the toes go to 2 o'clock. The back leg remains parallel. I just root the left hand, and then as I let that knee open away from my chest, the chest opens to the sky. Feel that opening and reach through the back heel. Take a nice deep breath in. And hands to the floor. We are going into Skandasana. I'm going to actually, you stay like that. I'm going to have to do this so I can demonstrate to you. As we go into Skandasana, we're traveling to the left leg and we're going to sink into Skandasana. Sit. Boom. All right. So you're going to use your right hand behind you, fingertips, to help you to get closer to this heel. And then reach up through the left arm. Feel that connection between earth and sky here. Yeah? Nice. Deep breath in. And elbow comes down. Now you can have the elbow pressing the knee away. I like this little mudra, like a little flower being offered to the heart. Always nice. Press the knee away. See, I'm really rooting into the floor with the back hand. Press the knee away, lift the heart. Just want to meditate in this position. Feel this hips opening and this kind of grounding to the earth. And if you want to go further, you use what is the left arm. Here comes a friend. Comes a doggy to say hello. You see, I told you we're in the wild. So if you want to catch that leg and bind, then it's, catching the hands behind and spinning away from the knee, right? So I'm opening the heart. Whether you be like this or in the previous position holding that flower to your heart, just meditate. I actually like to close my eyes and feel this earth connection. Breathe 2. Breathe 3. 4. 5. Good. So from wherever you are, the right hand, figure out which one is your right hand, catches that ankle, catches the left ankle. My right hand catches the left ankle. I'm now going to free my left arm to cross the sky. And this is going to fold me into this Parigasana side bend. If you can catch the foot, that's lovely. And then just spin the heart open to the sky. Listen, connect, feel, slow down, coming out of it, slow, feel this slow movement like an animal. Like a hunter, the transition to the front leg. Yeah? Into that lunge. Just take a moment to get there. Take a moment to get into that lunge. Just checking that this microphone is not being crushed by these movements. Okay, I think we're good. You're lunging forward. Place the back knee on the floor. Come up. Arms sweep forward and up. And the prayer pose flows through me, centering me and grounding me. So I think you can do this with me, as long as you can watch. So I'll get my hands, fingertips, let's go with the inside of the front leg. All right. Hips, see? Hips, I'm offering them forward. Opening of the hips and the front gate to the earth. Yeah, it's really like I release to the earth. You feel it. It's breathe out. Yeah. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Now, I'm ready. These toes are curled under. They're ready for action. So I'm going to use my right hand to help me. Come high on the toes. I'm using this right hand to help me to get this shoulder as much as possible. I want to get this shoulder under here. Shoulder under. See, I'm pressing it into press the leg into me. And then I get the fingertips back to the floor, right? And I try and put the heel down. And the knee needs to squeeze in. If the knee does not squeeze into you, it will slide down. Get the other hand ready as well, fingertips, you know? As I curl the back toes under, I drop the back heel, so it's like a first warrior position. Then I catch the hands behind my back, if possible, bowing into this beautiful binded hip opener. Breathe 3. Breathe 4. Hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. This time, elbows to the floor. Walk the feet forward. We're in the dolphin. Right leg flows up in the dolphin. Keep diving in. Really dive in, right? So make sure that your heart is diving towards your legs. Don't take your chest forward, right? But rather send it back towards the legs. And when you're ready, you can change legs. Diving in. Hands to the, feet to the floor, elbow plank. The sustaining power. That's the earth's power. The earth has patience. It's that density of being there for you. Sustain in the elbow plank. Take a last breath in. And we flow down. Now offer the heart forward. Good. I'm going to demonstrate this for you. It's great fun. You'll understand it immediately. As I interlace the hands together and bend the knees, when I roll onto my left shoulder, I really move into a back bend of offering the heart opening, trying to reach for the feet, and the feet also reaching back towards the hands. Enjoy it. Take a deep breath in. Flow back. Other side. Deep breath in. And return all the way up into beautiful back bend. I like for earth practice to do Cobra more than upward facing dog. So I'm keeping the pelvis rooted to the floor, rolling the shoulders back. I'm opening the heart. Drink the breath. Deep breath in. downward facing feet together, left leg reaches up, we open the left hip, dive into it, and step forward. Drop the back heel, first warrior floats up. One hand on top of the other, nape of the neck, deep into that leg. Keep the elbows towards each other as you open the chest, and just fall into those hands and breathe. 3, 4. Last breath in. As I release, catch the fingers, interlace them, offer the heart bow. Deep. 2, 3, 4. Hands to the floor, lunge. It is the front foot, which is your left foot, that sneaks across for wild thing. Hips rise, heart opens, drink the breath. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog, bow to the earth. And then left knee to the nose, coil up high on the toes of the right foot. Coil, lift the belly, nose to the knee. Left leg reaches up. I open the left hip. Dive deeper in to one-legged dog. Take a deep breath in. Step forward. Nice. Right hand on the floor. The toes of the left foot are allowed to go to 10 o'clock. Reach through the back heel. Open up. Stay rooted, connected to the earth with the right hand. Deep breath in. Hands to the floor. And at this moment, I change to the other side because I want to be able to show you clearly. Hands to the floor, and as you move into Skandasana, you are moving into the right leg. Just like me, you're moving into the right leg, yeah? All right. Using the left hand to press the floor away behind you, I use the fingertips. Bring the hand closer to me. It helps me to rise away from the earth. Feel the energy radiating through the body, arm. And then let the pelvis open, hips open as you sink to the earth. You can hold the flower. You can have the heart open here, beautiful mudra. Or you can bind. This time I'll hold the flower because I don't want to crush the microphone on my hip. It's a beautiful position just to be like this. It's really, as you hold that flower to the heart, it's with deep reverence and respect for the wisdom of nature and the blessing, the abundance of the earth. Listen. Come home. And it's going to be your left hand, so figure out which is your left hand. Your left hand catches this foot on the floor here. Your right arm crosses the sky. And you just bow into it. Wow. If you reach the foot, good. If you don't, good. Heart, as I'm rooting to the earth here and just kind of softening into it, I'm also opening the heart to the sky. Just feeling connected and part of this environment in which we find ourselves. At home here, like an animal in the wild. And slowly, when you're ready, coming out of it for this slow transition to the front foot. Try to move like an animal hunting, slow. To the lunge. You stay, I need to change again, so you'll be able to see. Dropping the back knee. And this is this release, which is, specifically it's the front side of the right hip that is releasing to the earth. And I exhale. Something very animal, very lizard, dragon, I don't know. Like you're back in Jurassic Park. Breathe in. Okay. So I have both hands on the inside of the front foot. I'm coming high on the toes of the front foot. This is your left arm, which you use to help you to get that shoulder under. And it really needs to get over that shoulder as much as possible, as high onto the arm as possible. All right, and then I root the hands. This is the left hand rooting down. And it's active to keep that calf, lower leg forward. All right, now when I put the heel down, if you can, you don't have to put the heel down, see if you can. And remember there's an action of the knee hugging in so that the knee doesn't slip down. I've curled the back toes under. I've lowered the back heel. You see if you can bind behind and bow in. 2. 3. 4. Good, excellent. So we'll get the hands to the floor, come onto the knees. And we're setting up again for the dolphin. Elbows on the floor. Walk the feet forward as much as you can. Left leg rises and the heart dives towards the leg. 2. Change legs. And as you put the foot down again, we are moving to elbow plank. Sustain the power of plank, so close to the earth. Feel the earth's power and your closeness. Take a last breath in. And lift the heart through. Aha. I think we'll do it again. It's such fun. Interlacing the fingers. Rolling onto the side. See if you can find more space in the opening of the heart. Nice. Other side. Really close to the earth in this roly-poly here. And find your way back to the belly for a back bend. I do like for lunar practice or for grounding practice, I like to keep the hips on the floor. Just open away. Take a deep breath in. Downward facing dog, deepening 3. Let's walk the hands back to the feet to bring you to the back of the mat for the squats. Elbows press the knees away. And once again, this grounding of returning back to the squats. Good. The bind, if possible, it is the right arm that reaches through and around the front. Right arm around that leg. Left arm around the back. Catch. And then I turn away from the leg that I'm holding. Now, if you don't catch the hands, it doesn't really matter. You could just hold your clothes or rest your hands on your body, but you could also be using the belt. Breathe. Again, this opening as if listening. I come back, and this time when I move into the stretching of the legs, I bend the knees, and when I reach the arms through, the knees squeeze into the shoulders, and I'm staying deep in this beautiful forward bend. 3, 4, heart forward, squat. Ready for other side. And do your best. If you catch the hand, that's great. And if you don't, you're just using either your hands resting on your body or holding your clothes or using the belt if you have one, or scarf. Breathe, listen, come home to it. And again, coming out of it. And as we walk through, I start with the knees bent, I fold from the hip crease, I offer the heart through, I walk the hands through. And then the knees catch the shoulders and squeeze me through. 2, 3, 4, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's get your feet together and let's get your right leg reaching up and right hip opening. Step forward. There's your lunge. And the back leg crosses behind and we're going to sit. So it crosses so that I can sit. Going into a twist. So this would be your left arm hugging. Twist. If you want to go into a more advanced version of the twist, you are welcome to do that. And that could be, for example, this prayer pose or binding into it. Whatever feels good for you. Breathe. Really sitting, really hugging, twisting, and the mind flowing into the self. So there's a quietness. And moving towards your own center. The spine, which is the earth, the rock, the stability at the center of our bodies. And coming back to the front, just kind of sorting it out a little bit, that it's like, comfortable cross-legged sitting position facing me. I have the belt ready now. Yeah. Now if you have a belt, that's great, and if you don't have one, you can just use your scarf, any object, which you can just kind of fold in half like this. That's actually good enough. This is your right leg. Should we go for a little baby hug? Opposite elbow, for you left elbow. Protect with this elbow, which for you is right elbow, protecting knee. Draw baby in. Yeah, this embracing, caring, lifting the heart. Breathe. Okay, so belt or scarf is an option in the sense that it's got the foot. It got the foot. If you need it, we want to get, so see if you can sort that out. If you're going to need it, if you don't think you need it, then this is your left hand catches over the foot to catch it like this, right? Over the foot to catch it like that. Okay. So we really want to try to get the knee behind the shoulder. We've been practicing that quite a bit. So I'm using this hand to try to get the knee over the shoulder. And then, once again, it needs to hug into the shoulder so that it doesn't slip away. So see if you can sort that out. And then your right hand is ready to find the earth. And it's like the shoulder's pressing back to stop that leg from sliding down. Now you stretch this leg as much as you can, but you don't want to force it. And then you want to open the chest and look away from the leg. Away from the leg. And just sit into it. Whether you're holding the foot or whether you're holding the belt. Come home to it, meditate into it, make peace. Like some kind of animal sun tanning. Probably a cat. They can do amazing things and make it look so easy. I'm coming back. Wow. We'll return to the baby. Yeah, return to the baby. For a moment. Boom. Breathe. Good. We're going to do it again, and we're going to move into Ashtavakrasana if you can. So I think it's nice to offer an option here. You could just repeat what we just did, that lovely leg stretch and heart opener. And going into it the second time will probably help you to go deeper into it. And if you want to go into an arm balance, this is very close to the earth arm balance. The beginning is the same setup. Boom. This hand making sure that the leg is sent back, the knee hugging in so it doesn't slide down. Then I prepare the feet. Now, so this is your left foot, it's on top. Yeah? So, hands close to the body, and as the legs reach away, the thighs hug to each other. Sustain 2, 3, 4, 5. Come out of it and find your way to hands and knees. And from hands and knees, hips forward. I do separate the knees a bit for the scorpion cobra. I separate the knees a bit. And then hips float forward. Downward facing dog. 2. 3. Feet together, left leg reaches up into one-legged dog. Open the left hip. Step forward. Lunge. Send heart forward. Press back heel away. And cross the knee behind as you sit. So you have the left knee up. This should be left for you. This is your right arm hugging. Twist. Modify the twist if you would like to. And then as you deepen the twist, the feeling is really, I'm moving closer to myself, my awareness twisting, focusing on the spine, the center. And returning to the front, just shuffle a little so that you are able to square off. Comfortable sitting position. This is your left leg, so it is your right arm, elbow catches, elbow catches. Draw it in, lift. As I draw it in, I lift out of it. But I don't lift the chin. I lift the heart, chin down, breathe. Nice. As we are preparing for the other side. If you're going to use a belt or if you're going to use a scarf, try to get that knee behind shoulder. You can help yourself. Hand rooting, and then see how it goes with stretching away, and try to keep the hand close. Don't let it slide too much. See if you can keep it close. And you want to see how much you can actually turn away from the leg. And try to meditate into it, sit into it. Come home to it. Returning to the baby. And slowly, we're going to repeat. You can do what we just did, which was the leg stretch and the turning away, or moving into the arm balance. Ashtavakrasana, close to the earth here. So wanting to get the shoulder as much as possible in front of the knee. The knee needs to hug in so that it doesn't slide down. Stabilize with the hands. This is your right foot on top. Shift weight forward as you stretch legs. Hug thighs towards each other. Stabilize, sustain. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift out of it to prepare for hands and knees. Knees open slightly so that you can easily flow into the Cobra, and the toes looking for the head looking for the toes. Scorpion Cobra. Aha. Breathe. Downward facing dog. 2, 3. Last breath in. Hands and knees. And then gently keep the knees close together as you catch like one wrist behind. And just fold over your leg. Gently come up onto the knees, arms reach forward enough. The prayer pose flows down. As I come up onto the knees, if your floor is very hard, you may want to bring the front of the mat back and fold it double for the knees so it's a bit softer. Curl the toes under and lift out of the hips. See if your hands can reach the hips, and then if possible, gathering energy between the thighs, lifting through the pelvic floor, the bandhas, heart opening, moving on to the hands, which, if possible, they reach for the ankles now. Keep the hips forward, lifting out, breathe in beautiful heart opening Ustrasana, 2, 3, 4, engage the belly, bring you up, back onto hands and knees, and now slowly, but like an animal, like a cat, just writhing, writhing. Beautiful word in English, writhing, animalistic. Healing of the spine, balancing of the flow. And as we move here today into this deepening of earth practice, let's soften the elbows as well. Now just keep it slow. Let it have a quality of connecting and listening. And do not choreograph it, but let it guide you. Let this movement connect you deeper into your instinctive animal self, earth connection, deep wisdom, sense of belonging, being part of. Just let it go where it wants to go. See what rises from within you. Let yourself be the beast. Sniff. Taste. Moving on to hands and knees, offer the heart forward. The knees are apart, the toes are together. The knees are apart, the toes are together. Offer the heart forward, breathe in. From the throat, all the way down, and again up on the in-breath through the nose. From the throat, all the way down. Now let me hear some voice through the nose, in. Give me an ah. And again, breathe in. One more time. Breathe in. Child pose. Deep child pose. Open those knees really wide. Really wide. And then offer yourself as much as you can. Reach and bow to the earth. Release all excessive thinking, neurosis, distraction, insecurity. Release it all. Each time you breathe out, give it back to the earth. Beautiful, beautiful. Gently floating up. Find a way. Swing the legs forward. Hands on the floor. The fingers are facing back. I have my feet on the floor. And this is truly just to open yourself and just let it all go. And this is, I even let the knees open a little bit, and I just open the heart. Yeah? Yeah? All right, come back. We're going to do it again, and in that position, we're going to offer 2 breaths to the sky. All right? So take a deep breath in. One more time, breathe in. Good. I return to stretch the legs. Sit up nice and tall. Root the fingers to the floor, send the heart forward. And we're folding into Paschimottanasana, forward bend. We're just gonna relax into it. Yeah. Soften, bowing to the body, bowing to the earth. Gently rolling up and slowly just reposition yourself so that you can roll through the spine. Once you reach the earth, if you like to circle the knees, I'm holding the knees and I'm just circling them. I think it's very nice to have the prayer pose with the feet, so the feet are praying, and I've interlaced the fingers around the feet. But if this is uncomfortable for you, then you can actually just hold the ankles and let the feet separate. Slowly releasing into Savasana relaxation. Make yourself comfortable. Let it all go. As we lie here, wherever you are, earth practice is to give us a deep sense of belonging. To know that we are never alone. A deep feeling of connection of being part of something greater, which is nature, the environment, the universe. I'm part of something bigger than just me, bigger than my separate self. And beyond this, even the idea of a separate self is an illusion. Earth practice, to feel a connection to something ancient that is a part of me, an ancient memory I have that is in all my cells, the deep memory of the entire evolutionary cycle. And a feeling of oneness with all of life. Relax into it. Come home. If you need, if you like, take a deep breath in and out. Drop everything. So gently I'd like to invite you just slowly to begin to turn the head from side to side. Feel how the awareness shifts from one ear to the other. Feel the light and the air kissing one cheek and then the other. Breathing a sense of freedom and ease into the neck vertebra. Let the breath flow with ease. Nice. Gently we are moving into animal stretch. Don't ask me what that is, I'm not going to demonstrate. It is whatever feels good. It is the animal stretch. Yes! And if you make some sound, that is good. We want that. Yeah. You know, animal stretch can be so wild, like it makes you twist and you just kind of, you end up someplace. Very good. All right. Rolling to the side to gently come up. Moving into our cross-legged sitting position. Let's have the hands touching the body. Keep the focus of the mind into the self and down to the earth, to the body, not that we are in our heads. You know, the whole practice brings us out of the head into the body. So bless yourself. May these hands bless you as you touch your body. Bless your body. As you touch the hand, bless the earth. Sorry, as the hands touch the earth, bless the earth. Receive the blessing and the nourishment from the earth into the body. Bow to the earth's wisdom. Take refuge. And then slowly bring the hands to the belly and receive that blessing. Blessing the belly. Feel into the belly. Breathe into the belly. And slowly reach the arms forward. Collect from the sky. A cosmic blessing, if you like. And if you find that too far out, too new age, then we imagine the universe smiles. The sky, the stars, the moon, the sun smile. And let that smile wash over you. Grounding you, blessing you. One more time. Deep breath in. Hands one on the belly, one on the heart. Really just feeling totally at home. The mantra is, I have a right to be here, and I have a right to be me, and I belong here just as much as the trees do, and as the stars do. I too am a child of the universe. I am at home. The earth is my home. And I am at home in myself. Take a nice deep breath in. And just softly bow your head to your heart as you breathe out, and stay there. The head bowing to the self, the hands touching the body. Slowly coming up. Keep touching But let the mind's awareness move towards the eyes. Allow yourself to see, to the ears. Allow yourself to hear, to the arms. Allow yourself to receive, collecting in between the hands, bring it home. Namaste. It's been a pleasure. I could almost say the pleasure is all mine, but I hope not. I hope that you enjoyed, that you feel well, that you feel balanced, that you feel grounded, and that you have experienced the benefits of this earth practice. Thank you for coming. I'm only going to do one more episode of the Yoga Vigilante outdoor series. Next one will be the last one. And then I'll be moving on to other things. Nevertheless, stay tuned, come back, hope to see you again. And if there's anything I can do to support you in your practice, I love the dialogue, to hear from you. This class was designed on the basis of the requests that were put out in response to the survey we did, asking what you guys would want. So that was slow, deep and strong. What will the next one be? That's the question. Spread the word, spread the love, share. If you can help us to grow the channel, tell people about it. There's a lot more coming. This is just the beginning. All your support appreciated. Donations, when it rises from within you and you feel that you would like to give and support, that's always welcome. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for being part of this. Bless you. Namaste.